Hello, my name is Christine, and I will be your guide in learning how to do acupressure self-care. This course instruction includes individual training videos that you can select to learn each of the 26 points in this system, shortcut treatments for each of the 12 energy pathways, also known as meridians, and shortcut treatments for some specific common symptoms. From here going forward, I'm going to refer to the 26 points as regions, because while each point has its center, in actuality, there is a 3-inch radius of effect around each one, so that you don't have to be concerned about whether you are contacting the precise bullseye of each region. On the web page for each region, you will see the written text on the left that tells you what each region affects physiologically, structurally, mentally, and emotionally. You will also be able to see me demonstrating the name and location of each. As I go over each region, if there's one whose effect addresses a need of yours, I suggest that you make note of it somehow, either by bookmarking it or writing it down in a notebook so that you can develop your own personalized self-care program. This form of acupressure is unique in that it is a system entirely oriented to the sensation of pulse in the regions. When you hold 2 regions at the same time, you'll quickly be able to develop the ability to feel when the energy balances. When energy is balanced, the 2 regions match each other in pulse rate as well as in the qualitative feel of the region itself. You can do self-care either by holding a region on one or both sides to balance your energy through that region. Or you can balance the energy in a meridian also on one or both sides, which involves holding 2 different regions at once. Another option is to address specific common symptoms that we have provided for you in the index and hold 2 different regions simultaneously, again on one or both sides. Some shortcuts for symptoms actually have more than one step. So here are the steps to balancing pulses. Number 1. When holding regions, apply gentle pressure to them using your index, middle, and ring fingertips. We use the tips of these 3 fingers because there are so many nerve endings in them, which increases your ability to feel the subtle energy. Number 2. Direct your awareness to what you are feeling underneath your fingertips in that area. Combining a relaxed and receptive, yet purposeful, quality of attention with touch can help to accelerate energetic balance in the region. Number 3. Relax and breathe comfortably while observing the quality and rate of your breath. Number 4. Continue feeling for pulse sensations. It may take 3 to 5 minutes or more before you feel the pulses. If holding 2 regions, wait until your fingertips feel the pulse in each area. With practice, the time it takes for you to feel the pulses come in and balance may shorten. Some people have described pulses as a rhythmic fullness or expansion sensation under the fingertips, or they may be perceived as concretely as a blood pulse. As you become familiar with feeling pulses in general, you may begin to notice subtle differences in the way the pulses in the regions feel. These distinctions are referred to as being a pulse quality or texture. For example, a pulse may feel like it's pushing or thrusting under your fingertips, while another one may feel buzzy. Regardless of how they feel when they first become noticeable, a balanced pulse feels rounded, substantial, and resonant. Number 5. Keep holding until the pulses synchronize with each other in pulse rate and quality and feel resonant. Remember, the more you do acupressure on yourself, the more quickly you will feel the pulse sensation. Until your ability to feel the pulse has developed, another way that you can tell if a pulse has balanced is if, while you're holding regions, you suddenly take a deep sighing breath and/or you experience a deep sense of relaxation, sort of like this. In the Meridian self-care videos, I'll be referring to these self-care tips as shortcuts because each one is the first step in a longer multi-step meridian treatment. By doing just the first step, you are initiating the balance of that given meridian. While I'll be showing specific hand placements for the meridian and symptom shortcuts, if you need to, you can adjust your hand placements in the opposite hand arrangement in a way that is less awkward and easier to do. For example, if I'm guiding you to put one hand on the opposite back rib and the other one crossing over the opposite leg, and if that feels like you're getting too twisted and it's too awkward, then feel free to just put the same side hand on the back rib and the other hand on the same side leg. With enough practice, you can potentially do acupressure self-care anytime and any place. Bear in mind that acupressure is cumulative in its effect, so the more you do this, the more you will be empowered to maintain a state of well-being within your body, mind, and spirit.